Hey fabulous DIYers, it's Daniela Tabois with Redesign Your Clothes. At one point of my life, I was wearing oversized clothes. Ask me why, I don't know. Requested by Cleopatra Denoir, learn how to create this halter tie waist shirt from your old oversized button-down shirt. Let's begin. You're going to be needing your oversized shirt, pins, a seam ripper, measuring tape, a ruler, scissors, a yard of 1/4 inch elastic, which is optional, and your marking chalk. So you're going to lay your shirt on a flat surface, and you're going to come down from the highest point of the shoulder, as I'm pointing it there, down to the collar line, about 2.5 inches, and you're going to place your mark there. Then you're going to draw a curved line all the way down underneath the armhole. Then you're going to cut that out. Once you reach the collar of the shirt, you want to stop there, and you're going to turn it over to see the back side, which is not fully cut through all the way. So you're going to cut it straight up to the collar. Then you're going to cut it out around the collar seam edge as close as possible. You want to keep it clean. So you're going to repeat the same process on the other side, and if you have a pocket, make sure you cut about 1/2 inch away from the pocket, because we are going to roll in the edges when it's time to do that. Now that your sleeves are cut out, set them aside. Okay, so now you're going to notice that your edge is kind of raw, and we've got to clean that up. So we're going to open the seam with your seam ripper. You're going to open the seam, and you're going to roll the edge of the armhole about 1/4 inch all the way around, and you're going to tuck it back into the seam once you open it. Once you finish, it should look like this, clean finish, tucked into the seam, and you're going to top stitch it back into place. Do that for both sides. Now once everything is in, you're going to put on yourself, and I'm going to be using my Miss Manny, and I'm going to pin the side seam a little loose. I don't want it tight around my bust area, so I want a big armhole, and place my mark there. And then once I finish placing my mark, I'm going to take the shirt and flip it inside out, put it back on yourself, and you're going to notice that there's a bulging effect that's happening at the top part of your armhole neckline. So you want to make sure you want to create little darts to close those gaps that are created. I'm pinning to create a dart so I can stitch it down so it won't create that gap anymore. You want to pin it to create a little triangle. You're going to take a measuring tape, and you're going to measure how far down you created that dart, and you're going to repeat it on the other side. Once you're finished, it should look both like this, ready to stitch down. Once you got everything stitched, now it's time for you to work on the side seam. So you're going to lay your shirt flat. Make sure that it's seam to seam and it's nice and flat. If you see that it's not even on the side seam, you might remove the pin 1/4 of an inch from the original placement. It won't make a difference, just to make sure the side seam is even. Okay, so you're gonna cut diagonally from the hem all the way up to the marking. Make sure you leave a 1/2 inch for seam allowance. Repeat this process on the other side. You can use that piece of cutting that you did to guide you so that way it could be even on both sides. Now that you have both sides cut out, now it's time to take your sleeves. You're going to cut the shoulder off and create a clean cut straight across of the sleeve, as you see me doing here. Then you're going to take your shirt, flip it inside out, and come down 2.5 inches from the armhole and apply your sleeve inside the seam and pin down so you can stitch it. This will create your belt. Now once everything's stitched down, if you have a overlock machine, you can use it to clean the seam edge to create a professional finish. Once you're done, it's time for you to press all seams to make it clean and fresh, and then you're ready to wear it. So this is the final look. I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, if you have an item in your closet that you want to redesign, let me know in the comment section down below, and I will select a commenter for the next video. Thanks for watching, and I see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.